If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. What up? What up? It's your boy. You don't know. Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. Now I ain't gonna front, man. I gotta send some love out, man. Y'all know how it is, bro. Shout out to AO Osiris, man. Alright, AO Osiris, Dope D13, and the Doctor for tweeting this article for me today, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I do appreciate it. I keep telling y'all keep helping me with this channel, man. Y'all keep sending some info for me, because my goal is always to make this essential hub for 2K information, man. So much love, much respect. Y'all know how it is, man. The grind don't stop, right? And I ain't gonna lie, man. I keep telling y'all, man, if y'all want to get a hold of your boy, follow me on Twitter at Brutalsim, Facebook, the link is in the description. Fluxer, I stream there every day, link in the description. What else? Instagram at Brutalsim. Come on, man. Check your boy out. Show your boy some love, man. So let's get to the info right now. Now, as you see the title, man, and I did skim through the article a little bit, man. Didn't really read it, but I skimmed through it. And this is a really good article with some information on 2K19. Must have, right? Now, this is from Game Informer, bro. The link is gonna be in the description to the article as well if y'all want to check it out yourself. But I'm pretty much gonna cover everything that's in this article right now. So this will not be one of my shortest videos, and I am gonna try to timestamp the video as well, so it will help y'all and probably save y'all some time if y'all are really interested in some specific stuff but not interested in some other stuff, man. So yes, it's gonna be in the description as well. Check that out, and let's get to it, man. All right, so this article was written by Matt Burks, right? And of course, you see the title of it. 8 exciting changes coming to NBA 2K19's gameplay, right? So let's go through it real quick. With all the drama of trade demands, free agency surprises, and draft reaches, the NBA is rarely out of the headlines during the offseason. The same goes for the NBA 2K series. Seemingly every day, passionate fans still debate the perceived failures of the last edition, add ideas to hopeful wish lists, and survey social media for locker codes that unlock highly coveted My Team cards. Now it's time to turn our gaze to the series' next entry. NBA 2K19 has a lot to live up to, considering NBA 2K18 simultaneously became the best-selling entry in the franchise history, while also alienating some hardcore fans with its approach to microtransaction and survey instability. Yes, facts. While developer visual concept isn't talking about those elements of the game just yet, we did get our hands on the sticks for some limited impressions and talk at length with gameplay director Mike Wing and gameplay producer Scott Gallagher about how NBA 2K19 evolves the action on the court. Here are 8 major changes aimed at showing up NBA 2K18's deficiencies, as well as move the franchise into the future. Right, so now I'm gonna try to timestamp everything, man. So of course, let's get to it. Let's look into the first thing that really stood out to me, man. The new takeover system. Now, to me, this seems like the grand badge of NBA 2K17 making a comeback. Yes. So let's go through what the article says and let me know what y'all think, bro. Alright, now one of the more noticeable changes coming to NBA 2K19 is the new game system that celebrates the idea that any NBA player can take over a game at any time. Think of this takeover concept as a more nuanced take on the on-fire system from the arcade classic NBA champ. The way TAKOVER works is players of each archetype have unique ways to exert their dominance during the game. For instance, playmaker take over by setting up teammates for easy buckets. Rim protectors changing the trajectory of the game by locking down the paint, etc. As the player exercises his will against the opponent using his specialties, he builds up a TAKOVER meter. Once activated, you will see an on fire badge underneath the player on the court, which indicates that the player has unlocked a new tier of special animations and badges that align with their archetype. For instance, playmakers like Rajon Rondo won't suddenly be raining down threes while on fire NBA Jam style. Instead, they may get diamond and ankle breaker boosts. Now this definitely sounds like the grand badge to me right here, to be quite honest, bro. Alright, now let's go through the next sentence. Alright, so holding the left bumper button, you can check where all your players on the court are in terms of activating their TAKOVER. So this actually tells me that in a situation where you'll be controlling more than one player, so it's not just my career where you'll be controlling yourself, or the park or the playground or the pro-am, it will be available. It will be available across the board. Probably Play Now, My Team, and all the other game modes. This TAKOVER concept and this TAKOVER badge will be in the game, or this icon, whatever you call it below your feet, will be in the game, right? So this is really interesting for me right now. Now we continue. Multiple players on the same team can activate TAKOVER at the same time, as well as making for some intriguing combination. But beware, if your players struggle, they can also develop cold streaks. As normal, these diminish gradually over time, but you can try to accelerate coming out of their funk by calling a timeout. Regular rules, and of course I like it. It's a little meta game to think about how you play with players, Wang says, right? Alright, so let's move on to dramatically reduced clipping. If you all don't know what this is, man, this is like in NBA 2K18, there was a lot of times you see arms going through arms in animations, one-on-one situations, and even in crowds, bro. Like, I saw it in one of the trailers. I highlighted it, and in trailers you should be able to hide it. Usually they cut out all the faulty areas and animations and stuff like that, but they couldn't help it. Like, you would see players' arms going through other arms, or the ball going through the arms, or stuff like that, right? So let's see what they did about it. The switch to the new motion system in NBA 2K18 brought some unexpected problems. Immersion was often shattered due to excessive clipping where limbs, heads, and basketball morphed through player bodies. Making it worse, these rough animations weren't just limited to high traffic areas. We saw them in one-on-one situations on the perimeter as well. It was embarrassing, Wang admits. There was a bug that we didn't find until very late with the collision detection. That's another thing that we're working on right now. We're spending a lot of time trying to make sure you just can't go through players and stopping them when you try to run into guys. Now that's very important, man. They're saying what we want to hear. I ain't going front. This is what I want to hear too, okay? Alright, so if y'all could pull this off, we good. Alright, I only play 4 or 5 games. This is the writer, of course, speaking here again. I only play 4 or 5 games of NBA 2K19, so I'm reporting off a small sample size, but during each game I paused and watched instant replays where bodies clash in the paint and on the perimeter to see if the collisions were still compromised, right? And all the animations look clean and reacted naturally to contact, and the bodies slam into each other instead of clipping through. Thank you for that. I ain't gonna lie, that's some good news, man. Wang says Visual Concepts is continuing to hone this in the lead up to launch to minimize clipping as much as possible. But this last line is him saying, yeah, but they won't be able to perfect it, like just take all out of the game. It's still a video game at the end of the day, bro. Alright, and that's understandable, but it definitely cannot happen as much as it did in 2K18, bro. It was just overwhelming in 2K18. We see it a lot every game. Alright, so it seemed like 2K actually rebuilt the stealing system, y'all, man. So let's check it out, man. Alright, we all been in a situation defending off ball and see opportunity to swipe and an unprotected ball, yet nothing happened when we press the steal button. Facts. Visual Concepts has wanted to re-examine this system for a while now and finally had the time to address it in NBA 2K19. Successful steal opportunities are now governed by a zone system that judges vulnerability. Defenders who recognize prime stealing opportunities where the ball is exposed during open body hesitation, dribbles, and when post players aim protecting the ball from secondary defenders, for example, will be rewarded for their smart timing. You sure? Alright, okay, that's what I'm saying. I like what y'all saying, man. Alright, dribblers can't just string together moves with no concern about the defender's reach anymore. Reading those situations correctly and stealing at the right time will pop the ball out a lot easier. Right now, this is good stuff. This is what I want to hear, man. I ain't gonna lie, but they did say this though. Alright, but these aren't always clean wins. For unobstructed parts of the hoop, building off the more unpredictable loose ball of NBA 2K18, sometimes both players will scramble for possession when it's knocked free. Now, let me address something. 2K18, it was terrible in terms of the loose ball because most of the loose balls go to the offensive player. Most of the loose balls went to the offensive player. Hopefully it's a little bit more balanced in 2K19. This has been an issue. I would get block shots, I would get poke ball loose, and then when they get the ball, they're in a better offensive position than they were before. So hopefully they address this loose ball thing that you're talking about, because it looks realistic but the outcome is not. Alright, so as I said, I like them rebuilding the steal system. They definitely needed to address something, and I think this might be a way for them to try to reduce the dribble spams in the game as well. So it's gonna be nice to see how this turns out, man. So let's move on to the next one. Returning skill to one-on-ones. Alright, now I ain't gonna lie, bro, this section, as I'm now looking over it, really stands out to me as well, y'all. Alright, now this is talking about the blow-bys and defense, bro. Alright, so let's go through this real quick, man. Alright, returning skill to one-on-ones. Last year, new motion system made it easier to blow by defenders with speed, but it went too far. Even lockdown defenders could be taken right off the dribble with starting regularity. Facts. This has been reworked in NBA 2K19 to make stick skills matter more than before and restore balance to one-on-one interactions. We have to make this game more about bringing back the skill gap and making it about the users, the skill on the sticks to be successful, Wayne says. It's all about matching your stick to where the guy is trying to get to. Alright, that's where you get the set off the brick walls. You get blow-bys if the guy's stick is in the wrong way. That's very simple, and I hope they really pull this out, right? But this is something that really stood out to me right here, bro. Alright, defenders also can't just rely on holding the left trigger to be in the ideal situation to contest shot. The automated contest system has been removed, so defenders need to actively get a hand in the shooter's face by using the right analog stick if they want to affect the shot. So now you have way more control over the player. I never use automatic shot contest either way, but because I felt like sometimes you would lose control of your player in terms of it will take a lot of head fakes and stuff like that, and will definitely get your player out of control, man. So this is big right here for me personally. I ain't gonna lie, I like this, and it seems like you got more control in terms of you taking more responsibility for your defense, bro. All right, offensively, the dribblers have some new tools at their disposal as well. Flicking the right stick activates signature walking size ups. So signature walking size ups are in the game still. Wang also says good ball handlers should find NBA 2K19 a lot more responsive and fluid in terms of branches and combos. Now, walking size ups was a problem because I felt like I lose a lot of control of my player, and it would randomly initiate, bro. Alright, so hopefully they really master the art of adding this to the game. So it's all good, man. It's all good. Once they apply to the game the right way, I have no problem at all, man. Alright, so yes, this was a nice little piece right here that definitely gave some good information or some questions I had before. Alright, so let's move into unique street ball moves. Now listen to me, right? Unique street ball moves. Now this is interesting right here. Remember NBA Live dropping some animations where they hitting them a belt and they putting it through their legs? Guess what, yo? Guess what? Let me put in my headphone real quick. One sec. You know what? Let me put this down. I don't need this right now, man. I'm too excited to have this right now. But guess what, y'all? Seems like NBA 2K is bringing for the playground and the park as well, man. All right. Now let's go through this real quick. Those playing in the park or blacktop have a lot more entertaining dribble moves for taunting and embarrassing opponents in NBA 2K19. Visual Concepts brought in street players to motion capture new park specific handling moves like wrapping the ball around the defender's head and nutmegs, y'all. Yo, 2K definitely added some new animations. Now I know a lot of NBA Live people gonna be like, yeah, they're copying NBA Live. I don't know. I do not know, but all I know, I like it. I like it. I want, because I am gonna be creating a playmaking type. I want to be able to wrap the ball around your head or pass it through your leg and embarrass you, man. I want that. Alright, now this is going to be really interesting, man. And Wang is here saying, yeah, I can't wait to show them more. They are pretty insane, of course. These moves don't fit the feel of the NBA, so they will be only available in the street modes, man. Alright, so yes, I'm excited for this. I don't know about y'all, but I will be excited for this, y'all. Alright, now I told you this video won't be short, man, so we going through it, bro. Now let's check out the shot meter improvements, man. We've been hearing a lot of things, so let's clear them up right now. One of the biggest annoyances in NBA 2K18 was the lack of the shot meter on layups. Good players commonly missed wide open layups, and players had no idea what they were doing wrong. Visual Concepts heard our complaints and is including a shot meter on the layups in NBA 2K19. Each layup animation requires different timing, so you're going to need to practice a bit of to familiarize yourself with the nuance of the system. Speaking of meters, many users prefer the shot meter of NBA 2K17 to last year's version. So, Visual Concepts is including options of both in NBA 2K19. You can choose a meter that goes on the player's hand, the player's feet, turn on both, or turn them off altogether. In addition, you can customize the color of the shot meter. The option I saw included team colors white, and magenta. The shot feedback system needed some revision coming out of NBA 2K18. Far too many open looks were marked as heavily contested last year, diminishing the likelihood of making the bucket. Based on my limited time on the sticks, the shot feedback system in NBA 2K19 seemed much more in line with what I was actually seeing on the court. When I had ample space to shoot coming out of the pick and roll, but a late arrival defender still got a hand up. These were now correctly classified as lightly contested attempts, man. Alright, so of course they reworked that. But of course the big news is the additional bars or the option on the shooting bars, man. So, or the shooting meters. That's important, bro. Alright, so there you all have the full information on the shooting meters. So we're moving on to the interior defense right now, man. Alright, so strong interior defense. Going into the paint won't be such a breeze in NBA 2K19. When moving into high traffic areas, the new stealing system gives bigs the awareness to take a swipe at exposed basketball. And visual concepts also did work to make the contact in the paint more difficult to push through. Interior defense was really rough last year, Wayne says. When we went to the new motion system, we ended up taking out a lot of multi-actor animations that we had in the past. So it made it really tough to protect the rim. That's why there were so many missed layups. It was a kind of band-aid to fix all that because you could pretty much get them at will. That's a lot better now. And so is the hit detection of when you are actually covered and when you're not, man. So yes, all these missed layups were not just random. They were used as a balancing tool, man. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. And last but not least, we got AI enhancements. So now we're on the last section, man. I know it's been a long video, man, but I ain't gonna lie, it's been an information-filled video, bro. So there hasn't been a dull moment for me so far. So let's finish it off strong, man. Alright. So AI enhancements, bro. Alright, every year, gameplay producer and basketball strategy enthusiast Scott Elgato works on the phones to talk with NBA personnel about how the game is evolving and apply that knowledge to the AI and defensive setting. This year, his team implemented several changes to make the players around you sharper. I'm yet to see a smart AI I'm playing with. It seems like the AI I play against is way more smarter than the AI I play with, man. So let's continue. The new steal system demands that they up the situational awareness of AI players, so they are more mindful of when they need to protect the ball or look for potential double team. Once a team doubles, the AI is also more aware of cutting opportunities. To combat players who tend to spam the same moves over and over, the AI is better at identifying over-reliances and understand how they are being beaten, adjusting accordingly. So if you're constantly jacking threes outside the high pick and roll screens, they will start pressing outside 23 feet. Visual concepts also did work to improve the transition game lane principles, so players fill the lane approximately and space into the corners for kick out threes. Alright, so that's where the article ends right there, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro, got a lot of information, and yo, let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. As I said, this is not one of my shortest videos, but it definitely got the most information, yo. From beginning to end, we hitting these points, and I'm probably gonna edit the video a little bit to shorten it, so this might be a shorter version y'all seeing, which still might be pretty long, man. But guess what, it's pretty late and I'm going through this for all of y'all, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna post this on Sunday. Let me know what y'all think, and you know I gotta keep y'all updated, man. So let me give a big shout one more time to Ayo Cyrus, Ayo Osiris, Dope D13 and the Doctor, bro. It's really late. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. Alright, so I make sure I record this video. I'll edit it, post it up. So I gotta keep y'all updated, man. And don't forget to follow your boy on Twitter at Brutalsim, on Instagram at Brutalsim. Follow me on Facebook, link in the description. And y'all, if y'all want to mess with your boy and play some games with your boy, follow me on the stream. It's in the description on Floxer, bro. Alright, so you already know your boy Sim. Your first time to my channel, make sure like the video, share the video, and hit your boy subscribe. If it's not your first time, like the video, share the video. You never know who's gonna be informed. Your boy Sim, one love, respect. Bless up.